Hello everyone. In this video, we'll learn about the collections module and the functionalities offered by it. Without further ado, let's get into the video. First, let's learn what are containers. Containers is an object which is used to store different data types and provide a way of access to every element present in it. Some of the examples are list, tuple, and dictionary. What collection module offers is that it provides us additional containers which has great functionality and which can be used to solve a problem efficiently. Collection module is an inbuilt module in Python, so we need to pip install it, but we have to import it. So let's import the collection module, and from collection module we'll import the advanced containers. The first container that we'll be discussing about is counter. So I'll import the counter. Counter is an advanced container that stores the elements as dictionary keys and their count of occurrence as values. So this will output a dictionary where every unique value that is present in it will be as keys and their count of occurrence will be as values. Let's take an example. So I'll take a string called young rocket and let's create a counter and pass the string into it. Now let's print the output from the counter. Here you can see that we get a data type variable which is called counter, and every unique value that is present in it is as keys and their values of occurrence is as values. The functions that can be applied here are similar to dictionaries. You can access every keys present in it with dot keys function. Here you can see it, and every values with dot values function. The additional functionalities that counter offers is the function which is called most common. So with most common, you can access the most common elements present in this counter. So I'll use the most common function and pass a number to it. So if I enter 2, it will give us the first two most common elements. If I enter a number 1, it will give us the first most common element. The next container that we'll be learning about is order dictionary. First, let's remove this and import order dict. Order dictionaries are dictionaries which remembers the order of insertion of elements. Let me show you its functionalities. First, let's create an order dict. Let's create some key value pairs. So let's create a key called A and give a value to it. Another key and a value to it. In this way, we populated this dictionary. Now let's print the dictionary. Here we can see that the order of insertion is maintained correctly. Now let me show you one example. I'll insert the key A at the last. Now let's print the dictionary again. Here we can see that the key value pair A and 1 is at the last in the order dictionary, which says the order is maintained. One more functionality of order dictionary is that even if you change the value of a key, its occurrence in the dictionary will not be changed. So let's access the key C and change its value to 6. Now let's print it. Though we change the value of C at last, the occurrence of it is still at the second position. But if you delete a key and insert it again, its position will change. So let's print the dictionary here, I mean the order dictionary, and then pop the key C out of it. Then we'll create the key again and let's print the dictionary here. Here we can see that the C's position is changed to the last of the dictionary because we removed it and inserted it again. These ordered dictionaries are used less in Python now because from Python 3.7, the regular dictionaries itself remembers the order of insertion. But there are some special functions in the ordered dictionary which makes them very useful to solve some problems. Let me show you them. So those functionalities are pop item and move to end. So the pop item function will help us to remove the last added element or the first added element. So let's remove these and let's do pop item. Now let's print the A. So what pop item does is it removes the last added element. So the last added element here is A and that will be removed from the ordered dictionary. We can see here that the last added element is removed. If you say the last is equal to false, the first added element will be removed. We can see that the B key value pair is removed here. The other functionality that I told you earlier is move to end. Now let's use it. So what move to end does is it moves the specified key to the last of the dictionary. So if I want to move this key B to the end of the dictionary, I'll enter it here. And now let's print it. Here we can see that the key value pair B and 2 is moved to the end of the dictionary. These functions make this ordered dictionary very useful. The next container that we'll be learning about is defaultdict. Let's remove these and import defaultdict. Generally in dictionaries, when you try to access an element that is not present in it, it returns as an error. In order to combat this, defaultdict returns a specified value whenever we try to access an element which is not present in it. So let's create a default dictionary. Now if you want to return 0 whenever an element that is not present is accessed, we'll mention int into the function. Now let's populate this dictionary. I'll create two key value pairs and let's try to access a key out of it. Here when I access B, it returns C. Now let's try to access a variable Z which is not present in it. It gives us an output 0 as it is not present in it. In this way, default dictionaries are used. The next container that we'll be learning about is deck. Let's import deck and use it now. Deck is a double-ended queue where we can add elements from the either ends easily. I mean from the left end and the right end. Now let's create a deck and add some value into it. You can use the append function to add values into it. So let's add 2 and let's add 3. Now let's print the deck. Here we see the elements which are present in it and they are in order. If you want to add an element to the left of the deck, you can use the append left function. So let's add 1 into it and let's print it out. Here we can see that 1 is added to the left end. Now if you use the pop function, it removes element from the right end. So it has removed 3 as it is present at the right end. But if you want to remove elements from the left end, you can use the pop left function. So let's print the deck here and then here. Here we see that this is the original deck, and when you remove the element from the left end using the pop left function, one is getting removed. These decks are actually very useful when you want to solve a problem efficiently, because insertion and deletion of elements from either end is done in O of one time. So in this video, we learnt about the counter, the order dictionary, the default dictionary, and finally the deck. See you again in the next video.